Hey, Michelle Cederberg here, continuing my exploration of saying no in what is now the fourth week of my helping hiatus. I've finished 3 weeks, and I'll tell you that last week was a little harder because I was starting to feel guilty for saying no. Mostly because it felt selfish, and mostly because I don't like letting people down. But the truth is that in saying no strategically, it freed me up to say yes to some things that I really wanted to do. One was to take an afternoon off on my birthday with my husband to do some fun things, which I think people should do on their birthday. Another was last week I took Friday off to go snowboarding with my friend Carol, who was visiting from Toronto. And in doing those two things, because I had been strategic with my yes, I didn't get behind in things that were happening in my office. And man, I had a day and a half of great fun. And I'm still thinking about the amazing Bluebird day that I had on my snowboard last Friday. So I thought that I would share a little strategy that I've been using lately to help assess the yes. When somebody asks for your time outside of your job description and, perhaps voluntarily or whatever it might be, the first question you have to ask yourself is, will this yes drive my personal or professional goals forward? And if the answer is yes, it's an easy answer. Go for it. If the answer is no, the second question to ask yourself is this something that I really want to do? If the answer to that is no, then maybe you should say no, and it's okay. We'll talk about that in a moment. But if the answer is yes, I really want to do this thing, yes, it would really be fun, then give yourself the chance to say yes, even though it may not drive your goals forward. Does snowboarding on a Friday drive my personal and professional goals forward? Not really, but it did give me a sense of fulfillment and happiness and fresh air and time with my friend that really energized me coming back into the work after that fabulous day. Sometimes, if it's a heck yes, you should just say yes. I'll go back to that. If the answer is no, I don't want to do this, and no, I don't think it would be that much fun, would it be the worst thing in the world if you said no? It's okay to say no. I will say this again. If helping someone else is hurting you, it's not helping. Get rid of the guilt. Find someone else who can help. Send them on their way. They will be fine. Now, here's another thing to think about. If you pause long enough to assess whether this is something that you really need to do, you may decide, yes, I want to help, but then realize that your schedule is so busy that the yes would cause you stress. Just remember then that the no doesn't have to be a hard stop. It can be no, not right now, or rather yes, and the next available spot I have in my schedule is 2 weeks from Thursday. By setting your schedule on your terms, then you can make sure you're not creating stress by saying yes. And if the person really values your time, they will wait. I want you to really think about that. Delay the yes so that you don't cause yourself stress, because if helping someone else is hurting you, it's not helping. But I'm going to remind you, the biggest thing I've gotten out of the last week was that because I was strategic with what I said yes to, I was able to free up time to do things that I truly valued, that filled me up in ways that another day in the office might not have. So, food for thought. What do you need to say yes to? What do you need to say no to? Let's set that guilt aside and be strategic with how we give away our time, energy, and expertise. Until next time, I'm Michelle Cederberg, reminding you that in order to ignite high performance, sometimes you have to ignite your own. Do what you need to do to take care of yourself with those strategic yeses.